All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to find the value of x in this question, right? So find x. Now, how we solve this problem? Before I am going to solve the problem, I want to revise some of the theory that you should remember, right? So what is the theory you should remember? If we have a number, let's say number, I take this as a letter just to get an idea. Assume this is a number, so it has a value. A has a value. So if I do like this is square root of a, right? Square root of a. Now, if I do this, that is squared, right? The number is squared. And this is a square root of a number. Okay. Now, what you need to remember, how can we remove this one? How can we remove this one, right? So now I take this example. So let's say like this, a square root equal 2, right? Now, if I want to remove this square root, the rule is you have to use a square. But you have to do for the both now, right? So you have to do for the both. Now, if you do like this and this cancel. So square root cancel with the square. What is left is now simple a. This side, 2 times 2 is 4. Right? Now a equal 4. Right? This you should know. This rule you should know. Right? It's very important that you should know this rule. Okay? So now with this basic rule, we try to do this question. Now, if you take this one, it is only 3, number 3. This side, very complex, we have a set of numbers. Look at here, you can see square root here, right? This is the square root. Now, I want to remove first the square root, right? So remove, just right here, the step. Remove the square root of this side. Now the square root is common to all numbers. That means all the numbers inside this square root. So then what I do, I just want to so then I do like this. Right. So I did the same for both sides. I use the square for this one and this one, assuming this is one squared and this also squared. Now what will happen? This squared get cancelled with this one. Then I can write again 3 plus within bracket 4 x plus 3, and that is squared divided by 6 equal, right now, look at what I'm going to do. 3 squared is 9. 3 squared is 9. Okay. Now one step done. So next thing, what I'm going to do, if you look at this one, so we can divide this part into 2, right? So this is a one number. It's all linked with each other with brackets and divisions and squared like things. So I keep this as a one number, and this is as another number, right? So now I want to remove this one from this side. I can do easily. I add -3, right? So then I can add -3 because here anyway, it is plus in front of that, right? If the number is not given any plus or minus in front, so usually it is a plus sign, right? So -3 and +3, we can cancel. But remember, whatever I'm doing to this side, I should do to the other side. That means I should do the same thing, -3 to the other side. Okay. Now I'm writing again this without +3, 3 plus 4 x plus 3 squared 6 equal 9 minus 3, 6. Right? So now you see, I have done first step to remove this one, second is to remove the 3, and now I have this, right? So now if you look at this whole number, right, this is one part, this one we can use as a one number of this, and this is again another number, right? So now if I try to see this like this, right, so now I can see this just like this. So in that case, you know, A divided by B equals C divided by D. So if we have the numbers written like this, we can do cross multiplication. That means this way and this way, right? That's called cross multiplication. That is another maths rule, cross multiplication. So now if I do cross multiplication for this one, I can write A D equal BC, right? So now same principle I can apply here. I can do cross multiplication. So here I can multiply 6 by 6. I can multiply this with 1. So you know there's no value. If I multiply by 1, it is same, right? There's no value. It is exactly the same. So I can write here 4 plus x plus 3 squared. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 6 is 36. Right. Now, what I have to do next, I would like to remove the square. So I would like to remove the square one, right? So again, I make the rule here. The rule is if there's a number, let's say A equal 2, that's 4. So let's assume this one is similar to this. So what is the rule if I want to remove the squared? Then I again bring the square root, because square root and square always get cancelled. So if I do this, and I have to do the same for this, what will happen? These two get cancelled. This and this cancelled. What is left is A. This side, 2. Right. That's a rule I'm going to apply here. So now what I'm doing, I just want to make this side square root, this side square root, right? Now this and this get cancelled. So I can write this side now, 4 plus x plus 3 equal, the square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 36 is 6. Right, now, again, I'm going to consider this as a two parts, like before here. This is a one number and this is a one separate number. So I want to remove 4 from this side. So as usual, this has a plus sign, positive number. And I'm going to add -4 here. So when I add -4, this and this get cancelled. And I do the same here, -4. Right? So I can write now -6 minus 4 is 2. Right? This side, I have x plus 3. Okay, x plus 3. Right now, again, what I'm going to do, I want to remove the square root. So as I mentioned you before, the rule is if I have a number with a square root, the rule is both sides I'm going to add squared. Both sides I'm going to do squared. So then this and this get cancelled. A equal 4. 2 squared is 4. Right? So I can do the same. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to square this side and square this. Right? So when I do this, what will happen? 2 squared, right? 2 squared is 4. 2 squared is 4. Right. This one get cancelled. This and this. So I have here now x plus 3. X plus 3 equal 4. Right? Now I want to remove 3 from this side. I can add minus 3. So I can add minus 3 to this side. Example like this. So here. So now you see I'm going to add minus 3 to this side to remove minus 3. So minus 3 and plus 3 get cancelled. What is left is x. And I should do the same for this minus 3. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Now the answer is the final one. So 4 minus 3 is 1. X equal 1. So x equal 1. That's a final answer. Now, if you would like, what you can do, you can add number 1 here and then check whether you get both sides same, 3 and 3. If you add 1 here and then solve the problem again, you get 3 and 3, right? So same number from both sides you should get. So we can do it. So please copy this one. Then we can check again whether this is correct or wrong.